Hello everybody, welcome to Vintage Inspirations. My name is Tanya. I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for always coming back to watch my videos. I'm so grateful. Today I will be sharing with you a dish. It's going to be a cooking segment. I love Italian. I was about to say I love Italian dishes. And this is something that I just decided to make one night because it was what I had left. So it's kind of like pasta with some meats and sauces and veggies. It's a combination of things, but it's a homemade recipe. They may even actually make it in Italy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have a lot of Italian friends in New York, but they never really like cook for me. It was just kind of like in the workplace. Yeah. So with that said, let's turn the camera around and get started. Did I leave anything out? I guess I'll talk as I'm cutting and dicing. Oh, I ordered the food through this app, and they didn't have. Normally, I would use like a chicken breast with the bone. I like the bone in, even though it's healthier without it because it gives that flavor into the sauce. So um, in the app, if they don't have something that you want, the shopper will send you a chat and you get to choose something else. So I just chose the whole chicken. I already cut that up and cleaned it. I put half up for another time. I'm only going to be using half. I didn't. Okay, at first I wasn't filming, so I was just cutting up the chicken. Then as I was cleaning the chicken, I was like, I should just make a video because after I'm done cooking, then I would have to make another video for the day. So I try to make at least a couple videos a day or at least one. And then this way you can pile them up and then you can rest for like a week. Yeah, that's what I've been doing every other day. Especially now that I have to go to the gym. I have to find time to take breaks from YouTube because I have to put my health. My health comes first. Otherwise I couldn't be no good when I'm, on the channel. Yeah, so with that said, let's turn the camera. We can just turn the camera. No, let me cut it off because I do notice when you're adjusting these things, it's best to cut it off. Okay. All right, I guess that's a perfect shot. Maybe I should have went up higher and aimed in. But you know what I'll do to make it easier? I'm just going to show you each ingredient. So this is some ground turkey, and you can use ground chicken or ground turkey. I like the combination of the turkey with the chicken, so I use that. Any brand is good. The one with the fat, the one with less fat, whatever you want. This is the chicken that I cut up. I took off all the skin and took off all the fat. And you want to cut it into kind of like bite-sized pieces. And then I have a small onion and a garlic, 1 clove of garlic. I have some thyme leaves, some Italian seasonings, and this is some garlic powder, onion powder, and then some garlic flakes. I like to combine my spices, kind of mix them together. And then I have some chives, have some fresh basil. It smells so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like it came out the garden. And I'm going to be using a few peppercorns. And then I have some fancy shredded Parmesan. You can use any kind of cheese that you want. I can't do the 4 cheese because it irritates me. So that's why I only got 1 cheese. But Parmesan comes in a block, shredded, cubed, cut. It even has a powder. So whatever you prefer. And then I got some rigatoni. I don't know if I'm going to be using the rigatoni or the spaghetti. Normally I make it with the biscotti, but for some reason I might want to use the rigatoni. That's why I purchased that. And then I have some classic tomato and basil sauce. What else do we got? We have some red crest pepper, some paprika. I'm going to use a drop of paprika. This McGormick paprika, it's really, really like powerful. You just need 1 little drop. And then I have some Himalaya pink salt. We'll use a drop of coarse pepper. Remember, I'm going to be using peppercorns. And then I like to add like a secret ingredient if I have it in the house, some pizza sauce or like some tomato sauce. So we'll see. Pizza sauce gives it like a nice Italian kick, you know. Okay, and then so let me show it to you once again in case you forgot anything. Got the herbs. Give me 1 minute. There are the herbs. Quite a few. And you could even incorporate some, if you like cilantro, you can incorporate some cilantro. I don't know about ginger, because ginger doesn't really go in the Italian mix. It doesn't really mix with the Italian ingredients. Thyme is not Italian, but I like the way it brings a kick to it too. Okay, and then these are the fresh ingredients. You got to have fresh ingredients. We got some tomatoes, and the shopper actually got some great tomatoes because I like when they're still like ripe. I like the flavor. And then I don't know about this pepper. It looks like it has a whole lot of put steroids or something in it. Like, why is this so huge? If I went to the store, I would have never picked this out. I'm going to try my best to do my garden this summer because this is not healthy for your body, but this is what we're going to use. And then we have another secret ingredient, an eggplant. And then I'm going to use the onion, but I thought maybe why not incorporate some leek? Because I bought leeks because I'm making some homemade chicken soup too. So I figured we use one. So I washed off everything. When you wash off your leeks, you have to cut them in half because there's a lot of dirt that gets in these leaves and these crevices, and you have to soak each one. So be very mindful. And then I have some other organic tomatoes as well. Okay, so let's start dicing this stuff up. Try to get a good shot. I think that'll work. And I guess we'll cut the like I said, I washed everything already. Guess we'll cut the eggplant first. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. In fact, I don't even know why I cut that part because I normally don't use the whole thing, and then I like this side because it's bigger. And I don't like eggplant skin. I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't raised on it and it's just kind of a different texture. But I love eggplant and it's very nutritional for you. So I don't want to cut off all the nutrition because I know I need it. So you see I just kind of left a little. But like I said, I really don't like the taste of the skin. It kind of be like rubbery, but I do notice I think you're supposed to bake it more so it turns tender to the touch. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so see how I did it? I left a little bit because you want some because it's very healthy for you. And then I'm going to just do slices. And you don't want them too thin because you don't want them to dissolve. So kind of like that. And you can dice them, chop them, however you want. You can even like cut it into quarters or halves. Yeah, it just depends on what you like and how you like it. I like mine to be like this, and then I normally give it like a cut down the middle, so pretty much in half. Okay, so we got the eggplant. I think I want to add a little bit more. I don't think that's going to be quite enough because it's really delicious. And I'm not having any guests over, so and I don't eat a lot of food, so I'm not sure. But this is what I wanted to eat. So, you can't make like I don't know how to make a small batch because, I've always cooked for my children. So I really don't know how to make small batches of food. And I must admit, I do waste quite a bit of food. So I'm going to cut the end off. I can probably use this in my chicken soup, so I'm not going to throw that out. Set that aside. And then with this, you're going to cut the end off. The end is what holds it together. And then just give it a few slices. And then a few chops this way. And you can cut your leeks any way you want. It's not a big deal. Any way you want to cut them. All the things that we're cutting, you can do them any way you want. Doesn't matter. Let me take the seeds. I've never had a pepper this big. My gosh. I mean, that's like, isn't that like, what do they put in there? I forget the name of it. It's not steroids, by the way. I think I said steroids. It's not steroids. What is it? I forget, but it's not healthy. The things that they put to make these, like some type of fertilizer, but it has a name. I can't really think of it right now. And I love peppers, so and I'm gonna do this thinly sliced, and then I'll leave a few whole, so you can have them, to serve. So we're gonna do a small dice. So it's best to try to get them in strips, and then you just dice them up. Small dice. Oh yeah, and when I cut that whole chicken up, you have to be real careful with that whole chicken because it has salmonella. You can get salmonella poison. So make sure you clean and sanitize everything. You could even use a little bleach if you have to. That's when you want to bring bleach in the kitchen especially after you're cutting up a whole chicken. I think we're going to do a little bit more pepper because, like I said, I love green pepper. Ouch. This stuff is good too. This power wash, it's a spray, and this is the refill. You can buy them. It comes like a set of 2. So you're purchasing one and kind of getting one for free. My daughter gave me those, and they're great. Okay, that should be enough pepper. And then we're gonna, and I gotta get the onion and the garlic. And it's a small onion. If you want to use a large onion, go right ahead. Like I said, whatever you like to do. If you want more peppers or less peppers. And also you could use a variety of peppers. So. And then for the tomatoes, I want to slice them. Just like I did the eggplants, and then cut them in half. Kind of like a deck of cards. And then I'm going to use some of the small tomatoes. And the reason why I'm adding more tomatoes is because I like a combination of the tomatoes. It gives different flavors throughout. And just kind of just cut these in half, or however you want to cut them. You could even put them in whole. It doesn't matter. See, these are brown tomatoes. I'm about to say brown cherries. There was a lot of yellow and green ones, but I ate them all. Okay, that should be enough. And then now let's do the onion. I normally do the onion last. I'm going to cut the garlic. Let me show you a trick. A friend of mine from the Dominican Republic, she taught me how to cut garlic. So I used to never really like garlic because it takes forever to open. And my mother wasn't a big garlic fan. She loved pepper and onions. Maybe now she loves garlic, but she wasn't when we were growing up. You know, garlic wasn't that popular years ago. It just kind of became popular like the last 30 years or 40 years. So, yeah, she taught me. She was making a delicious Dominican dish for me. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jesus Christ. And so I was in the kitchen. I said, "You want me to help you with something?" She said, "Yeah, cut the garlic." And I was there trying to peel it. Like, like how I was doing it. I mean, it takes forever. She said, no, 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 let me show you a trick. So what you do, okay, of course you have to take it out into these things. Like it's the skin. All you have to do is give it a whack. And then as you're whacking it, you're smashing it too. Give it a good whack. And watch the paper's going to fall. I mean, the skin. It's going to fall right off. So this is why I love to buy fresh garlic, because it's so easy to peel that way. Let me show you. It comes right off. So if you've been struggling with your garlic, your problems are solved. You won't have that problem anymore. I mean, of course, some of them, may be a little harder than others, but for the most part, it comes right off. And I normally like to get bigger cloves of garlic, but when you ordering things, you gotta just go with what they bring you. See, it comes right off. I'm not kidding, guys. It really, really works. Sometimes you pound too hard and the garlic flies across the room. So sometimes when I'm cleaning, I'll find garlic, like, behind the fridge or something like that. Yeah. And I do like that garlic that they sell that's already crushed. I do like that too. I like a combination because it has different flavors. And that one brand, I forget the name of it, but I haven't bought it in a while. Has that blue top. Oh, it has a good flavor. When you incorporate that garlic with this fresh garlic, it tastes so good. Okay, I think that's enough. Might as well use these. Okay. So now you know how to peel your garlic, thanks to my friend, which I haven't seen in centuries. She lives in New York. Remember, I'm from New York. I think I might go back. If I do, you guys will know all about it because I'll be doing YouTube. Okay, then you can just give it a smash, or even if you have like a garlic press, you can put it through your garlic press. And these days, people are cooking with the skin on, the garlic skin, because it has like nutrition, they're saying. Not the outer layers, but that last layer that you have to peel off. You can actually cook it. I don't like the way it tastes once it's cooked, so. I love fresh garlic. It's so delicious. If you don't use it, start incorporating it into your food. I beg you. I mean, I never begged you guys for nothing. Well, maybe to subscribe and comment, but yeah, I beg you to start adding garlic. Oh my God, especially when you're doing an Italian dish. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put the garlic in this bowl here. And I don't think I have enough. I need to do a few more. Let's do a few more. See, I need more. I like it's an Italian dish, so you have to load the garlic in there. So my mom always made Italian meals, but kind of like the basic, spaghetti and meatballs, and then like chili. And what else? No, I think chili, that's Spain, yeah. But she would do spaghetti, and then sometimes she would make like those baked ziti or something like that. And then of course we used to eat like the raviolis in the can after school, because you could just kind of heat them up yourself. So we used to eat those. So as I got older and I started preparing meals for my family, I always like to play around with Italian dishes. And this is where this recipe came from. And it's quite simple. I also love making lasagna. I haven't made lasagna in centuries because, for one, it's extremely expensive, those ingredients. And then for two, if I made it, who would eat it? Like, all my friends work. They were here for that ham, because those were the holidays, but they work. They don't have time to come visit. Yeah. Okay, I think this will be enough now. See how the skin comes right off? So simple. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Ever since my friend showed me how to do that, I eat so much garlic. I think I said that already because it makes it easy. Like if I had to peel it, I would have just stopped here. But because it's so simple, you just keep going. Yeah, so I haven't made lasagna in a long time because my son doesn't like cheese, and I can't make lasagna for myself. It would just be a waste of time and money because I could never eat it all. Okay, and that looks much better. We got a little bit more. Oh, now we got to do the onion. Okay, guys, then we'll be done. And I'll clean up this mess, and then we'll start cooking. And I'm gonna do like a thick slice because I'm gonna dice it. And I'm not really an onion fan. I love red onions. When I make a meal with red onions, I'll use a lot. So that's more like Hispanic food. I put a lot of red onion. And then we have the leeks, and that's from the onion family. So you don't want too much. You don't want it to taste like a bowl of onions. Yeah. In fact, I probably won't even use all of this, but I always like to have extra than not enough. Yeah. Most likely, I'll put some of this in the freezer for a rainy day because I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, I'll meet you back at the stove. Excuse me. Okay. So I'm going to do like a medium heat, and I have water boiling in that pot for the I'm not sure if I'm going to use the spaghetti. Oh, we'll figure it out. I just feel like if I make spaghetti, I always make so much, and I don't want to make a whole lot. So I have regular olive oil and an extra virgin. I think the regular olive oil will be really good for this dish. And not a lot, because we don't want to oil the dish. And so what we're going to cook first is we're going to saute the chicken just a bit to kind of give it like some brownness and pull some flavors together. That's what we're trying to create right now. To start the dish, we got to create some flavor. So let's let that pot get nice and hot. So I'll use this. It's right here. I'm gonna, you know how when you clean chicken and you let it sit, some water comes out of it. So I'm just trying to absorb some of the water because I'm going to be putting it into this hot pot. Paper towel is so handy to have in the kitchen. I see why they invented it. Okay, that took a lot of the water out. I'm still seeing water, but I think it's good. Okay, so you see you got the pot all coated with the olive oil, and then I'm going to turn it down a bit because I had it on high. And we're not cooking it, we're just giving it some brownness. I even put the wing tip in there because that has that bone for flavor. I'll be right back. What I got, guys, some paper plates. See, one thing good about doing the Goodwill videos, because they always have like a Dollar Tree. I didn't know Dollar Tree had such beautiful stuff. My goodness, I got lost in that store the other day. And so they had these beautiful plates. Yeah, they weren't $1 though. These were I think was it 9 or 10, $5 something. They sell things that have special prices, but I think and it's not $1 anymore anyway. Everything was like $1.75. So that was quite. Um, I wasn't too happy about that because I thought everything was still $1. They need to change the name. It's not Dollar Tree. It should be $1.75 Tree. I guess they'll get to it eventually. And as you see, I'm doing a light sear because I want this to be a healthy dish. But you know, you have to do this step to incorporate. We're building the flavor right now in this pot. I normally don't use this pot, but this is how you can see. I have my stock pot, which we're going to cook it in, but you can't see in there really, so. It's trying to boil, so I turn the fire up so it can kind of, give it, I want it to brown just a bit. And I didn't season the meat. I like the flavor to come out from the chicken. It has a really great taste. And you could even add some chicken stock if you want to this dish to even build your flavors even more. So normally when you want to brown, you don't crowd your pan. But I don't want it to brown too much, so that's why I put everything in there. So it's still having a bit of sort. I don't want it to brown. Now, if you want to brown yours, then you go right ahead. And you can fry it if you want. It depends on your taste buds. And this is the neck. It comes inside the whole chicken. It has some great flavor. Remember, when you're doing this dish, try to use chicken with bones because it has that flavor. I might even have a piece of thigh in here. Well, it was a whole chicken, so you have your thigh, your leg, your breast. The only thing that I didn't use, which is the main, that carcass bone that's on the bottom, I didn't use that. I saved it. I'm going to use it in my chicken noodle soup. A little bit more olive oil. Let's see if my water is falling. I can hear it being kind of like a water. Still has some more boiling to do. These look like they're ready to go. And like I said, if you want to brown them, you could do that a little bit more. And I lowered that fire so when I take it out, I don't get all that steam in my face. And this is such an easy dish. You know, if you have smaller kids, they could make this. I mean, mine is cutting up the whole chicken. You have to get, you know, an adult to do that. So you see all that flavor that we incorporated in there? That's what we want. And then, I'm going to saute off some onions. Should I do the onions first? I'm thinking. It's been quite a long time since I've made this dish, so I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we'll brown this first. I'll be right back. I'm washing my hands. You're handling the turkey and the chicken, you have to wash your hands a lot. Now you want to give this a good sear as well. And this is the ground turkey for anyone who's just joining in. So delicious and fresh. I'm just going on that side to do the pasta. I guess I could take the camera with me. Yeah. Take it with me. So, I don't know if I want to... Okay, I guess I'll use the rigatoni. Because I had like a taste for it. And you can put a drop of oil in your spaghetti, or your noodles, your pasta rather. I'm going to set my timer. Let me see. So it says, let's go back over here. So it says 13 to 15 minutes. And I like my pasta al dente. Oh, I put this in here. That was for the spaghetti. All right. And you want to break this into tiny pieces. Okay, we're going to add some vegetables to it. I hope I'm still filming. Oh yes, all right. Wonderful. That's the onion, some peppers, some of the leeks, and then we got to get some garlic. We use the whole thing of garlic. It's gonna taste so good. I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm gonna put a few more drops of this olive oil. It tends to dry out. I don't like to start with a lot, so. It smells so good. So nice. So we're going to saute these a little bit. Then we're going to put the chicken back and then add the rest of the vegetables too. And like I said, if you like your things a little browner, you can. I have to try to cook healthy, so I can't brown too much. But I used to brown it a lot. It brings so much more flavor, I can tell you that much. Yeah. And we're going to add the chicken back. And then we're going to put all this in that big pot, okay? Just give me a minute. I guess I could have put the chicken in here. And I add some water so we can get the rest of the flavor on the bottom. And now you can't see. Wait, give me a minute. Okay, all right, you can see. Just giving it a good mix. And then we're going to add in the eggplant. Oh, I got to grab my seasonings. Oh no. You got to add the seasonings. Okay. Thank God I remembered. No harm done. Okay. So we're going to put the garlic spices, the Italian seasoning, the chives. I'm not going to put too much chives because I got quite a bit onion. I'm going to put a piece of basil because this goes in at the end. I like to put a little bit in there now. And let me give this a mix. And then we got to put some pepper and salt. And I will be adding very little salt. When you're doing this, the steam will mess up the stopper, so I always put my hand and just put the pepper in my hand and then pop it in. Yeah. And so I knew I didn't want to do that a lot, and that's why I got some peppercorns. I'm not going to put a lot, maybe Maybe we'll put like, kind of like a pinch. But these peppercorns are real spicy. And then we're going to add a little bit of red pepper flakes for heat. And I have my fire on low, so it's pretty much kind of like sauteing. Maybe like a spoon, peppercorns, and you know, you could flavor to your taste. And then just a few sprigs of that paprika. And then we're going to add some thyme. And you can just pull the thyme right off. It comes right off. It's a trick. You just have to go backwards against the grain of the thyme. See, thymes are like that. So you go opposite and you can just pull the stuff right off. And then you can even put some in whole. We're going to save some herbs because herbs are better at the end. Okay, now we're going to add our eggplant. We might as well put this water in here so it doesn't burn. So let me get the sauce. And they make these things harder to open up every time because they have to seal them tight because you have people that like to tamper with stuff. It's so sad. I'm not going to pour it all in because I want to pour some on top. And where's my can opener? Okay. So I'm going to be opening up the pizza sauce. Smells so good. And I'm going to save a little bit of that too. I'm going to give it a mix and we're going to also add some water. It looks delicious already. Sorry I keep banging that spoon, but that's the only way to do it. There's no other way. You know what? I just remembered. We got to let the meat cook first. Yeah, we got to let the meat cook first, just a little bit. And then we'll put the eggplants in. Yeah, I'm going too fast. Add a few tomatoes though, because that will blend into the sauce. Okay, so that's what we're working with. I'm going to put the top on and let this simmer. We didn't put salt. Yeah, we forgot to put salt. Same thing for the sauce. Hold your hand because that steam will mess up. And that was like a pinch of salt. I don't like salty things, so I do not even like to add salt. But I know you have to. You have to add the salt because it takes it to another level, especially when you're using veggies. Okay, I'm going to turn the fire up and bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to put it on a simmer. And then we'll be back, and I'll say, maybe we will put the eggplants in now because this way we can get it over with. Because, you know, chicken doesn't take long to cook, and we've already cooked it almost halfway. So let's go ahead and just put them on in. Because I have other things to do today, and I can't be coming back and forth. So we'll just put them in. But normally I do let that meat cook a little bit. Add your tomatoes. put sauce over this. And I kind of just added the rest of the pepper and the scallion. And then a few more pieces of that onion. And then this is when we're going to add more sauce. And this is really good, classical. And you can use any piece of sauce. In fact, these were on sale. I think they were $3 for something. I don't know. Can't quite remember. Put some more. Add some more thyme leaves on top. And a couple more pieces of the basil. But remember, save some basil for the end, but you want the flavor. Now you see all this food? That's why I'm going to have to freeze some. I can't eat all of that. But this is what I wanted, and I don't know how to make a small batch. I just don't have any idea. Okay. So the pasta is almost done. Yeah, almost cooked. We got 1 more minute on the clock, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the fire off. And I'll see you back here in about 20 minutes. Okay, let's give it a check. I was cleaning. You know, it's good if you have a family and you're doing these type of segments. Because, you know, you have to, well, I have to clean when someone else could be cleaning the dishes. Maybe next time I do a cooking segment, I'll have a friend come over who doesn't mind being on camera. Yeah. So this is what it's looking like. It looks delicious. And I have it on a medium heat because you want it to be cooking. You know, you want it to cook. You got that meat in there, so you want it to cook. If it was just veggies, we would have it on a low simmer, but I kind of have it on like a medium heat. Then we're going to be adding the rest of the basil, a little bit more thyme, and a little bit more red crushed pepper. And then we have a little bit of sauce left over. We'll add that. I never opened up the second can of pasta sauce. I didn't need to. You see, it's plenty of sauce in there. Yeah. Okay, we'll come back in just I guess another 20 minutes. Okay. It's been 20 minutes, and I'm gonna add some olives. Have some purple and green olives. And I'm adding some of the sauce from the olive jar too, and that's why you don't really need salt, because between the olives and the cheese, it's going to be salty. I don't think we need any more sauce. Maybe just a few more of those pepper flakes, and very little. Because you can always add some to taste to your plate. And the olives will give it a nice blend, like that flavor from the olives. And I'm going to put a couple of thyme and the rest of the bay leaf. And I'm going to put the whole stick in it, just for flavor. Then we'll just pull that out at the end. So I'm going to let this go maybe in just about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to plate it up, okay? All right. Okay, so I want to plate it up for you so you can see how it looks. And there's plenty of sauce. Plenty of sauce. Pull out some chicken. And I already tasted it. You gotta make it, guys. It's delicious. Oh my goodness, so delicious. And I don't like a whole lot of meat, but I'm gonna add a little extra so I can plate it up for the camera. And then you want to get some of the good stuff that's on the bottom. All that sauce with the olives and the ground turkey. Okay, let's grab some more. And then, you know, you want to get some of those peppers. I know your mouth is watering. I'm sorry. I wish you guys could be here. Okay, then we're going to put some sauce. The pot is full of sauce, and it's at like such a great texture. Let me see if I can show you. See that texture? Oh, that's just how you want it. Nice and creamy. Some people like sauce on their pasta. Some people don't. You know, it just depends. And then where's the cheese? Oh, let's add some eggplant. Remember, I took the eggplant out the pot. I ate most of it already. Let me get one couple more pieces. Oh, here's a nice piece right here. A nice chunk piece right on top. Yummy. And then you want to put some cheese. I just like cheese on my pasta. I don't like it all over my chicken. Yeah. Okay, there you have it. And then we're going to add some black pepper. And then I had some basils. Where'd they go? Okay, there they go. Put some black pepper. And it's already spicy, so be careful. I like spicy pepper and black pepper. That's why I put those peppercorns. Okay, and then you have it. Bon appetit. It's delicious. It melts in your mouth. The chicken falls off the bone. Those olives gives it like a beautiful kind of like a pungent to it. And the peppers, everything comes together. That garlic. If you're going to make this dish, don't leave out nothing. The only thing I want you to change is the pasta. Use whatever pasta you want, or maybe add some. I wouldn't add any like orange cheese, like American cheese or sharp cheddar. Just the Italian cheeses. Mozzarella, Parmesan. You know, we can go on and on with the list, but those type of cheeses. Okay, God bless. Bon appetit. Abracadabra, we're all done. Hope you guys enjoy. It's a beautiful Italian dish. Oh, you will love it. And you could use biscotti. I think you would like that better. I just had a taste for the ziti, you know. So I put some cheese, some fresh basil. I got the olives. Oh, so good. And then you can see the eggplant. So what I did was the eggplant was getting a bit soggy, so I pulled it out. So I know I put it in early. That's why I pulled it out. So if you're cooking this, don't wait for the eggplant to go in later on, after maybe like 20 to 25 minutes of cooking, or just pull it out like I did and set it aside. And then when you plate it up, you can just add the beautiful eggplant. And that's why you want to leave whole pieces of eggplant. Let me show you. See how it held up nicely? If you would have diced it, you would be looking for them. So that's why I sliced them kind of like, you know, like, let me see, maybe it was like a 1/2 inch thick, and then I sliced them in half. And you can even leave them whole, especially if you have a larger pot. Yeah. Okay, well, I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I wish you guys could join me maybe one day. But God bless. And this doesn't have a name. It's just something I created. It's just ground meat with chicken. And there was times when I would put like some sauces, and you can use beef or pork, whatever you like, whatever your heart desires. I just like, you know, healthier choices, that's all. And actually, pork and beef is just as healthy. It just depends where you're purchasing it from. So be careful when you're purchasing it, and try to get lean meat. It's better, yeah. All right. I hate talking into like I'm talking, but you guys aren't there. Okay, God bless. See you next time.